Hey everybody, a little bit about me. I graduated with a double major in accounting and finance at the University of Southern Mississippi in May of 2024. I worked for the FDIC for 11 months auditing banks, but I knew that the office wasn't for me. So I'm starting this channel just to help people out. It's kind of specifically designed for kind of young professionals that have just recently entered the workforce or people who have recently started their own company, and I just want to give good basically financial planning tips and tricks, such as Roth IRA stuff, 401k stuff, and other retirement stuff. Also, I want to help with just helping people minimize their taxes and all sorts of stuff like that. But anyway, I'm making this video to put on my channel because I, because I'm new and I'm just trying to get clients. I want to help you for free. So if you need help with like tax planning or a retirement planning in particular, or a business setup, I would like to help with that for no, additional cost to you. So just let me know how I can help. I'm kind of trying to build my client base and just prove that, while I am young, I am reliable and do know what I'm talking about. And so just feel free to reach out if you need something like that done. And I can kind of look at your situation and see if it's something that I'd be willing to do for free. But like I said, right now, I'm just trying to build my client base and just help out in any way that I can. Today, I was actually reading Luke 16 about basically managing your wealth for the sake of the kingdom. And I just feel like helping particularly young professionals and just people recently in the workforce that don't really know too much about, financial planning and retirement planning. I just really want to help people my age. I'm 23 years old, about to turn 24. And so I just really would like to help people at no additional cost to them, eventually, building my client base and maybe being able to, charge money in the future. But right now, I just really do want to help people. And Luke 16 was just a really good reminder that, I should use my wealth for the sake of the kingdom and not just for personal benefit. And so in this case, with me not even charging, I really do just want to help people set themselves up for success when they do retire so that they can, have enough money at a fairly early age to retire and not have to be trapped in an office their whole life. So if you need any help, just feel free to comment on this video and just reach out. And I would like to help, on a few projects for free. And yeah, just let me know if you need help. And I just want to build my client base and really help out with anything that I can, even if it doesn't involve payment. And here are some examples of my services. So it's kind of divided into three sections. So tax, retirement, and business formation. So for tax, I can do personal returns, business returns, nonprofit returns. For retirement, I can do a 401k setup, 403b setup, an IRA setup, which includes traditional IRA, Roth IRA, SEP IRA, and simple IRA setups. And then I can also discuss other miscellaneous things such as 401k direct rollovers, 457b plans, etc. And that's for retirement. And then for business formation, I can do an LLC setup, a nonprofit setup, or another corporation setup. And then kind of the miscellaneous fourth category is hourly planning. So you can schedule a one-on-one call with me about any of the services that I just mentioned. And so this is listed on my website, but I just kind of wanted to do an overview of the basics that I cover in this channel. So each of these services are different pages on my site, and on each page there's subcategories based on what's included in the page. And each subcategory will describe the price and detail what is included. Like I said, for the first few clients, I want to do this for free. Just let me know exactly what you want. And so, yeah, at the bottom of each page, there will be a Calendly link to schedule a meeting with me. And, if potential clients like the pricing and services on my page, in this case right now, it'll more than likely be free. We'll discuss that on the call. Then Then I'll gather your client documents and discuss, your financial situation and what we'll do. And then normally, once I receive everything, I'll send an invoice to the client based on the services they want. But once again, in this case, I want to do it for free, for starting out. And then once I get the payment back from the client, which in this case it's free, then I'll perform the services. And then basically, once the services are performed, I'll schedule another Calendly closing meeting and I'll discuss what services were completed, and I'll send any applicable receipts to the client to ensure that they are satisfied. And yeah, that's pretty much the process of how it'll work on my website. Once again, I'm trying to do this free for the clients at first. So just let me know if you're interested in anything, and I'd be happy to help. And thank y'all. I just want to say a few more things about myself. So I understand, I'm young and, you're probably wondering if you can trust me. So a few things: I was a double major in accounting and finance, and, I had a 4.0, not that it matters, but I guess that's one thing. And then another thing is that, originally when I was at the FDIC, I didn't, get my CPA immediately because I didn't need it. There was no advantage for that job, but I am currently starting to study back for the CPA. So hopefully, within the next 6 months, I'll have that completed. And then one more thing I want to say is that my faith is very important to me. So, I just want to ensure that, everybody's aware of that. If you work with me, that I do value, my faith in Jesus Christ. And I just want to make sure that my clients know that when they're working with me. So that's all I got to say. Thank y'all.